So, I wanted to have a little bit of a chat really about the guitars I used in 2023 out of my guitar collection, all the ones I recorded my tracks with. Hopefully the introduction was the one that caught the imagination from me to start putting stuff on YouTube, called Harlyn Bay. I recorded it on this. This is a Squier 50th anniversary Stratocaster, something which I bought off eBay quite cheap because apparently the seller said it had a suspect pickup. Well, when it arrived, bit of switch cleaner in the switch and away it went. It's fine. I had to straighten the neck. Fortunately the truss rod was good. Just gave it a good setup and it played very, very nicely. So my intention was to modify it. So I put on a Mexican bridge. These pickups in here are, now quote me right, they are Tone Riders Blues. The guy who sold the pickguard, fully loaded pickguard, also put in the Gilmore mod. So when it's in the down position, the neck pickup stays active throughout all the other selections, so it gives you more tonal options. He upgraded the pots and the capacitors. And the other thing I did with this guitar was string strings. So the second guitar I'm going to show you is the EastCoast L1. I recorded 4 tracks with this. The first one I recorded, I'm just looking at my laptop, so if I look away, sorry I've got terrible memory, was the Burning Sky, a very ethereal one. Water's Meet was Cornish Dreams and Scenes, a very upbeat number. And then I made my appearance, my debut, actually playing the guitar. So, how did I come about this guitar then? Dave Simpson put out what was it called? My Quest for a Goldtop is an End guitar, and he found it at Anderton's. So, me being me, thought, oh, that sounds like a nice guitar. Let's go and find one. So I went on to Anderton's, none to be seen. So I was a bit disappointed. But fear not, I continue my search. My search was continued, dear boy. And I found one on Guitar, and they only had this colour in. So I thought, well, okay, fair enough, let's order one. Include it. So there you go, EastCoast L1. Nice budget, single cut guitar. Okay, on to the next one. Then, and this was a bit of a treat to myself really. I think we're getting into one of the many lockdowns we were. Not really doing a lot with our lives were. We were all stuck at home, not allowed to go out. I could go out because we got dogs, so I could walk a lot with the dogs. And there it is, the Fender player. 3 colour sunburst, maple neck, 2-point trem, all the usual appointments you can find within the Fender website if you're really interested in these. Your entry level Fender. It's a very, very nice guitar this. I do play it quite a bit, and as you can imagine, the track I recorded with this one was Cool Mornings, a very relaxing piece of music, as most of my stuff is, because that's what the sort of thing I like to play. Anyway, next guitar, and here's Goldtop. Not an Epiphone, not a Les Paul, Burny. Now Burny are allowed to have that headstock, which is very much the Gibson, purely simply because Gibson apparently decided to go and take the manufacturer's Burny Fernandez to court, and the Japanese judge apparently decided that Gibson had waited too long, so he threw it out of court. Burny, Goldtop, Les Paul, Solitude and Padstow Roadtrip. Those are the 2 songs I used this on. Next guitar. Okay, second offering of a Burny. I think you're probably going to see that that looks very much like a Gibson Les Paul Custom. Again, for the same reason, it's got the open book headstock. It's got all the binding around it. Usual sort of thing, 2 pickups, only 1 volume and 1 tone, 3-way switch. Well, if they're very observant of you, you will see there was the locking nut there. There's also a licensed Floyd Rose trem on there, but if I can show it to you, you can see, trust me, if I can get it on the right angle, I can't really do it. I'm sorry, I can't do this justice. I'm going to have to do this guitar in the daylight really. You just see it's 2 switches here. You just switch the switches up in the up position, both of them. I'm going to play a note. And this will carry on all the time the battery has charged. And this switch along with the tram allows you to do that sort of stuff. But this one's been with me since about 2009. It's the second longest guitar I've got. I've got another guitar which I've had much longer than this, but it's not featured, so I'm not going to talk about it. So, next guitar. This was an eBay job again. The set I put on there, what did he say? It's something original of Squier Stratocaster SE, I think. And he put some very grainy pictures out, and they weren't very good at all. And it was collection only. There you go, 3-colour sunburst. It is an SE, so it's got the thicker body. He put a proper Fender pick guard on it, scratch plate, whatever you like to call it. And the other bonus he did, he also put a Fender tremolo on it, which has got the big block. I won't show because I've not got the back cover off. And so what did I do to modify it? Well, apart from changing the string trees and putting Fender Vintera 60s reissued pickups in, that's it, stock. The pickups cost more than the whole guitar. Gives you an idea really, doesn't it? The pickups I think were on a bit of a deal from GAC, with a carriage about £81. So there you go. Yeah, I recorded New Horizons with this one. Next guitar. Oh, right, okay, next guitar is out the room. I'm going to go and get that and I'll be back in a few minutes. While he's out the room, don't say a word. Don't tell him I was here. Like and subscribe. Bye. Take it easy. Shred on, dudes. Right, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Was there an advert or something? Something happened. Something a bit strange when I came back in. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's talk about the next guitar. Now, I've got this one here. It's called a Squier Standard. I think a lot of you guys who know your Squiers and know standard guitars, it's really denoted with the standard on the end of the decal there. So it is a Squier Standard. When I actually got the guitar, it was another eBay buy. I ran the checker through with the old Fender website with the serial number, and it was a factory special run because this is a 2004. Where was it again? Oh, crafted in China. Guitar. Now, what track did I record on this? Scottish Air. 2-point bridge, 70s classic vibe pickups, black scratch plate to give the Gilmore effect, maple neck, very nice guitar. Pleased. The £50 on the money I've spent with the classic vibe 70s pickups, which was fully loaded of course, but I had a scratch plate already which cost me probably about 8 or 9 quid. I've increased the value of this by about a tenner maybe, but I don't care because it's a nice guitar. Right, here we go, next guitar then. What's this, you ask yourself? Well, the keen observer amongst you will know it's a vintage V6. So, a little bit about this guitar then. It's easy lock tuners, bone nut. I've changed the string tree. Apart from that, this guitar is complete stock. Need a bit of a setup, but the fretwork is good on it. Wilkinson pickups, very nice and clear and clean. All the controls are good. Cavity was nicely shielded. Only thing I'll say about the guitar, the neck takes a fair bit of getting used to. It seems wider than a lot of the other guitars I've got, but I've gotten used to it now. Oh, pop-in trem as well, the Wilkinson bridge. Very balanced guitar, very easy to play. Now this one appeared on a tracker called Drifting. A moody one, and if you do manage to get around to watching this one on my channel, it's very dark, ambient sort of lighting. It's a very thoughtful, reflective type of guitar instrumental again. So that's all the guitars that I recorded my tunes with in 2023. Where are we? 2023. Okay, so I'm going to talk about 3 other guitars now. I'm just going to adjust the camera so you can see them. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, the interlopers. I didn't record with these 3 in terms of any new stuff, but what I did do is feature them on unboxing videos. So the black one here, the EastCoast L1, that was a Anderton's B stock. Incredibly cheap really, about 120 something odd pound, and they normally retail at about 199. And all it was is just a little bit of finishing on the back of the neck rather by headstock. Was a bit sparkly or wasn't complete. Hey, that guitar plays well, not worried about that. Okay, the next guitar, I'm just going to step back a bit now, is the Sire S3. I did a demo and unboxing of that, and also then re-recorded New Horizons, which I think has got twice the views that the original recording had. This is a nice guitar, HSS, so I'm dipping my toes into away from SSS into HSS. Again, Andertons were doing a deal 2499 for these, or 249, but this one was 215 because it was a customer return, so it was a tatty box. Well, what do you do with the box? You take it down the dump, don't you? So very pleased with that. Yeah, saved myself a fair bit of money on that. Full review is on my, wherever it is down here, the rest of my channel. And then the last guitar to feature on this little catch up of the guitars is the Jet JS450. eBay, £155 plus delivery. These normally retail at about $2.99. Bit of a bargain. This guitar was virtually, well, I had to take all the cellophane off this guitar front and back. Gives you an idea of how little this guitar had been played. Very pleased with it. Very easy guitar to play. That's it, that's my guitars. 2023 that featured on my channel. 8 of them I actually recorded tracks with, and 3 I featured on unboxings, and re-recorded Cool Mornings with this one as well. Quite a nice, easy piece of guitar to play, and obviously New Horizons on that one. So I'm going to go and stop the camera, sit back down and finish off. Hey, so there you go then, a little whistle stop tour of my guitars. I think it was 11 in total. 8 I recorded tracks with, 3 I demoed, 2 I re-recorded tracks with. Yeah, 2023 was my first year as a YouTuber. It's been good fun. I only started because it was New Year's resolution. Make some use of all my guitars, all my gear. Just generally have fun and become a content creator, as my good lady says. So in the meantime, I apologise for whatever happened while I was out of the room. I really don't know what was going on there, but there you go. We'll see what happens next time. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We'll be having words with whoever that was. Yeah, take care. See you again soon. Bye!